Good morning, lovely sunny day and yet another episode of Glebe TV. It continues to be as successful as ever. But the important thing is that we want to know how you enjoy it. So please let us know on Twitter, Facebook or on email. Now this morning I'd like to introduce you to Mike Jury. He and I have been discussing this idea now for a number of weeks and he's going to explain the technology and what's going on. As far as mobile, the secret is the mobile phone really, and how it can be linked to give you, the customer, more information about plants. So without further ado, I'll introduce you to Mike for him to say his bit from Guardian Audio, and hopefully it's going to be well worthwhile. And on June the 16th and 17th, he'll be here for the whole weekend as a bit of a sort of a customer research weekend, just to see if there is any potential in taking this fantastic idea any further. So Mike, over to you.
Okay, thank you Bernard. Yeah, as Bernard says, I'm from Guardian Audio. Guardian Audio is a brand new concept which allows customers to Glebe Garden Centre to access information on their own smartphones about plants that they're viewing. Now a lot of people look at plant labels and obviously get some information, and especially for people who understand what they're buying, for those who are a little less experienced, they often find it a little bit puzzling to know if a plant will grow in a particular situation. So with Guardian Audio, they get all the information they need to make their plant purchase a success.
Right Mike, me as a person that's not really up to the latest, I won't embarrass anyone with bringing my mobile phone out, but how does it work really? Can you just go through the brief steps of how that works for us?
Sure, yes Bernard, I will. It works on any smartphone, and not everybody's aware of what smartphones are. Smartphones basically are where you've got a touch screen and you can access a 3G signal. In other words, get information that's on the internet. However, it's very, very simple. We don't want to have people trying to find the way around complicated web pages. You send a text off, the text comes back and you click on the link on the text that comes back to you, and then you've got a simple menu system by which you access the particular plant that you're looking at, and then it gives you three key pieces of information about that plant.
A couple of questions, Mike. First of all, the one that everyone wants to know, how much is this going to cost? And secondly, the sort of information that is available there.
Yeah, good questions Bernard. I think everybody thinks that sending a text off to get information back is going to be expensive. It isn't. To all intents and purposes it's free. Most people on the mobile phones have a contract which allows so many texts and so much data. Within those limits it's absolutely free to customers. The information we're going to give them is information about what else they'll need to buy with the plant to make it a success. So people often go in, forget about the compost and things like that. And also how to plant it. And that's the great thing, that it's still available on the phone when people get home, to give them that all important information about how to plant the plant.
Great, fine. Thanks very much for that, Mike. So, 16th and 17th of June, come along, have a chat with Mike and see how it all works. Thank you for listening, watching and listening. Sorry about that.